NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Get set. 19. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Watson on first down. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On the return, it's James. A good return there. Call it. $13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. 11, 11. Shit. 11, 11, 11.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to float this one deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 66 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
54 month.
Throwing again is Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They have a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just lock people down.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
21.
Kill. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Check 55, Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo now. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set. Check. Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Garoppolo on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Here we go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Get there. Kill. Check.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 180. Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 21. Check 24.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Texans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Watson. Open man, the tight end fouls. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. James now to return. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action.
Check safety, check safety.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Check 41.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Here we go. 180.
41 Mike. I'm coming after you.
12, fellas. Here we go.
I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
To throw is Garoppolo. They're going deep here for Taylor. This is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a...
Lamar Miller, 20, 10, 5, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run it.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Lock! 12, fellas, here we go. Get hot!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents a totality.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 72 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Right there. 54. 54 miles.
Watson now to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Lock!
Check. Crunch. Sponge. No. Alert 3.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
At the 29-yard line.
41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike.
You don't know no better.
Jim.
21. Here we go.
Coleman now. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is born. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got it. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A shotgun snap for Watson. Under a heavy rush, rush, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 87 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Here we go.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Garoppolo now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
11.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. Check pass. Check 3.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Let's get it.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. J.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And this will be a touchdown. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Texans get a bit closer. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
They go for just 1 here as it's up and good, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
The Niners take over.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. Here's Coleman. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Cuts back right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Everyone's got 4 down.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here to his running back. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson steps away to his left. He'll have a first. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing again is Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he finds Stills, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Watson now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Again, it's Watson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.